I met Tommy Lee from Motley Crue. Now everybody's got a Tommy Lee story and they're all equally insane, but this is mine. So this is back when Ozfest was a thing. I was with a friend from a local magazine who had an interview with Tommy, so we got on the bus and he was real nice. We got to hang out. So Tommy and his security guard told us a story. Before Tommy was scheduled to go on stage that day, he was doing a promotional event for whatever the big video game system was at the time. And the deal was they were going to pick some random kid from the audience and have him play against Tommy. It was like a boxing game, and they were going to play head-to-head on stage. But Tommy had a plan. Tommy says, "There's no way I'm getting squashed by some kid, man. I got a plan. Here's how it's going to go." And he hands it over to his bodyguard. So he starts in. He says, "Yeah, I'm going to bring the kid to the side before we start, and here's what I'm going to tell him. You know, kid, Tommy's been practicing really hard at this game, and he's a bad loser. He really doesn't like to lose." And he takes out a switchblade knife, right? And he proceeds to stick it against his eyeball, saying it'd be a real shame if Tommy were to lose, and proceeds to pop his glass eye out of his socket. Not gonna lie, I was kind of terrified. Tommy and the boys were rolling. They thought it was great. It was pretty great. But I was a pretty young dude at the time, and I was really excited about meeting this big rock star, and his security guard pops his eyeball out of his head with a knife. Not what I thought I was getting into. It was pretty wild, but I always keep my cool. They hand us some waters and send us back out into the sun because this was summertime. Before we got off the bus, I shook Tommy's hand, and I could tell he was a pretty funny guy. He liked to joke around, so I thought, let's throw one in there. So Tommy shakes my hand, and I hold it there, and I say, "Hey, where's that thing been?" He looks at me square in the eyes, and he says, "Bro, yeah, you probably want to boil that hand." It was really funny, but I think he was serious too. He's been around.